If you're as excited as we are for One UI 7, today's update is something you won't want to miss. A new video allegedly showcasing One UI 7 animations has surfaced on X, and it's left Samsung fans buzzing with anticipation. Although we're still months away from an official release, this sneak peek gives us a glimpse into Samsung's most polished software yet. Let's dive into what this leaked video reveals. Known leaker at Universeas shared the clip, and another tech enthusiast at TechKill gave it additional visibility. The video allegedly showcases One UI 7 animations running on what looks like a Galaxy S25 or S25 Plus device, and honestly, it's stunning. While Samsung hasn't confirmed the video's authenticity, these early visuals are undeniably impressive. One UI 7 is rumored to be one of Samsung's biggest updates to date, which is why it's taking longer to bake than previous versions. Samsung fans know this brand for its smooth, user-friendly experience, but with One UI 7, the tech giant seems to be stepping up its game even further. The update introduces new animation types, notably non-linear and parallel animations, both of which contribute to the fluidity we see in this video. Let's break down what these animations mean and why they're such a big deal. Non-linear animations add depth and variety to app transitions. Instead of following a rigid single path when opening or closing, app windows and widgets now move along dynamic, multipath animations, making each action feel unique. On the other hand, parallel animations allow multiple transitions to occur simultaneously. For example, you could start closing one app while another animation is already beginning to open a different app. This parallelism adds layers of fluidity and eliminates those moments where you're waiting for one transition to finish before another starts. It all comes together to create a visually cohesive experience, making interactions feel faster, smoother, and more modern. Besides animations, this clip also hints at some design tweaks. Samsung appears to be refreshing its icons and widgets for One UI 7. Icons for the settings, gallery, phone, and camera apps have a refined look, appearing more modern and minimalist compared to those in One UI 6. Additionally, the weather widget has been slimmed down and now looks sleeker, adding to the overall aesthetic Samsung seems to be aiming for. These changes, while subtle, play a big role in making the interface feel more cohesive. Samsung has consistently aimed to match the visual quality of other top mobile interfaces, and One UI 7 looks like it's closing in on the level of fluidity we see in Apple's iOS. So if you're a Samsung user who's admired Apple's famously smooth animations, it seems One UI 7 may finally deliver a comparable experience. As exciting as this video is, remember that we're still looking at an early version of One UI 7. Samsung initially previewed an early build during SVC24, and while we were able to experience some of these new features, development is moving quickly, and things are evolving at a rapid pace. According to at Universeas, One UI 7 still has several rough edges and needs more fine-tuning, but the improvements we've seen already indicate that Samsung is moving in the right direction. Samsung plans to officially release One UI 7 in 2025, so there's still a lot of time for improvements. If this video is indeed showing us a real build of One UI 7, keep in mind that what we're seeing today could undergo several more refinements. Samsung fans have high hopes for this release, and it's clear that Samsung is setting the bar high, delivering a more polished, visually appealing experience than ever before. Interestingly, the video was initially uploaded on YouTube but was taken down shortly after. This adds to the mystery, sparking even more interest among Samsung enthusiasts. Some speculate that it was removed to prevent leaks from spreading, while others think it may indicate the footage was too close to the real thing. So what do you think? Could One UI 7 be Samsung's best interface yet? From the smoother animations to the refreshed icons and the promise of parallel transitions, One UI 7 has the potential to redefine the Galaxy experience. We'll keep you updated on all things Samsung, so make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for the latest on One UI 7 and beyond. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Now let's dive into the exciting showdown between two of the biggest heavyweights in the smartphone world, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm x 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year: the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones: white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like titanium violet and yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like titanium blue and green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone: the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, Both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.